Good morning, dear students. The theme of our today's lesson is English consonants, and we'll speak about the classification of English consonants, sounds. You know that pronunciation of English language is divided into two types: received pronunciation, or we can say British English, and general American pronunciation. And we, of course, should speak this one, received pronunciation, general British English pronunciation. According to the pronunciation, English consonants are classified according to the several principles. One of them is articulation place and active organ, occlusion type, noise formation, noise forming occlusions number, vocal cords work, pronunciation force. Now, what is articulation place and active organ? Depending on what active or passive speech organs articulate a speech sound, consonants may be labial consonant, lingual consonant, and glottal consonants. Labial consonants are divided into two: bilabial consonants and labiodental consonants. Bilabial consonants articulated with both lips, and they are w, m, p, and b. Labiodental consonants articulated with the lower lip and upper teeth, and the two labiodental consonants in English language, they are f and b. Now, lingual consonants. There may be four lingual consonants, which is divided into interdental. They are the tongue's front surface forms a partial occlusion with the upper and lower teeth. Apical alveolar, they are t, d, n, l, s, z, sh, j, ch, and j. Cacuminal post-alveolar, it's only one cacuminal consonant in English, it's r. The front edge is raised and a little bent to the alveolar back slope. In medialingual consonants, an occlusion is formed by raising the middle part to the hard palate, such as articulating the only English dorsal palatal y sound. And backlingual consonants are articulated by raising the back part to the soft palate. And there are three backlinguals in English. They are k, g, and ng. These are dorsal velar sounds. And what about glottal consonants? The other name of this consonant is pharyngeal. The only English glottal h sound forms in the glottis. Exhaled air goes via the narrowed glottis with a slight friction noise. The vocal cords don't vibrate. Speech organs in supraglottal cavities shape to pronounce a vowel after the glottal consonant. And I know that glottal consonant h is voiceless consonant. Now, occlusive constrictive consonants. Now, we have occlusive consonants and constrictive consonants. By noise-forming occlusion type, consonants may be occlusive articulated with a full occlusion in the mouth cavity, and constrictive articulated with a partial occlusion in the mouth cavity. And we have in English one more type of consonant, it's affricative or occlusive constrictive consonant. And here we can see in occlusive consonants three types. Occlusive consonants are p, b, t, d, k, g, m, n, n. There are 9 occlusives, and they are divided into plosives and nasals, because plosive consonants are classified in the or are articulated in the mouth cavity. They are p, b, t, d, k, g, and nasal occlusive consonants are articulated in the nasal cavity. They are m, n, n. And there are 2 occlusive constrictive or affricates in English. They are ch, j. And others are constrictive consonants. They are f, v, h, v, s, z, sh, j, h, w, l, r, and y consonant. Now, non-sonorous consonants. Both occlusive and constructive consonants may be non-sonorous and sonants. Occlusive non-sonorous consonants divided into plosive and affricates, as I mentioned before. In pronouncing plosive consonants, the full occlusion opens or leaves the mouth cavity, producing plosive nose. And as I mentioned before, there are 6: p, b, t, d, and k, g. And affricates or occlusive constructives are sounds with an occlusive start closely blending with a fricative indent. Speech organ opening to form a full occlusion happens smoothly with sounds articulated by one effort. They are ch and j. And fricative consonants. In articulating constrictive non-sonorous consonants, air blows from the narrow glottis, creating friction noise. The glottis can shape flat as in f, or rounded as in s, z. And fricative consonants fricative consonants are further, s, sh, j, h, because w, r, y are medial lingual constructive consonants or sonorants. Now, nasal consonants. Occlusive consonants are nasals. As I mentioned before, occlusives are divided into plosive and nasals. Plosives are articulated in the mouth cavity, and nasals in the mouth cavity. A full occlusion forms the soft palate lowers and air leaves the nasal cavity. And nasal sonorants or nasal consonants are m, n, n. Now, and oral sonants, medial sonorants and lateral sonorant. And we have 3 medials, w, r, y. They may be medial because the tongue sides rise and touch side teeth, air blows along its central part. And lateral, the front edge rises to the alveolar and touches them. The sides lower, air leaves their side pitch, and there is 1 lateral sonorant in English language, it's left. Now, what is Fortis and Lenis consonant? According to force of articulation, they may be Fortis and Lenis. Or according to work of the vocal cords, we know that consonants also may be voiced consonants and voiceless consonants. English voiceless consonants are pronounced energetically and named Fortis. According to the force of articulation, they are Fortis. According to the work of the vocal cords, they are voiceless consonants. And they are p, t, k, f, th, s, sh, ch, and h. And voiced consonants are accompanied with weak muscular tension and named Lenis. According to the work of the vocal cords, voiced consonants in the pronunciation or in the articulation of voiced consonants, the vocal cords are vibrate, but in articulation of voiceless consonants, the vocal cords don't vibrate. And voiced consonants are b, d, g, v, th, z, j, and j consonants. And here is the diagram of a review of the consonants of English for both received pronunciation and general American pronunciation. And you see in the first column unvoiced and voiced or voiceless and voiced consonants of English language according to place of articulation, for example, stops, or we can say plosives are per, but according to tongue, they are be labial and others. And let's summarize today's lesson. As we mentioned before, consonants are classified according to 4 principles, according to manner of reduction of noise, according to place of abstraction, according to work of the vocal cords, and according to position, we can say, of the soft palate. According to manner of reduction, they may be occlusive, constrictive, and fricatives, and we said glottals. Also, according to type of place of abstraction, they may be labial, lingual, forelingual, and backlingual consonants. According to the work of vocal cords, we said that they may be voiced and voiceless, or Fortis, Lenis consonants. And according to position of the soft palate, of course, occlusives are divided into plosives and nasals, or we can say that the oral consonants and nasal consonants. And today's homework will be, you should learn this table of classification of English consonant sounds. Now, thank you for your attention. Goodbye.